Hey, what is up and what is going on? I'm Jonathan and welcome to the Creative Time Jibber Show. It's the show helping you get from shy creative to confident creative. And you know what? I'm almost near the end of this 10-part mistake series where I'm sharing the mistakes I made in 2018 that you should avoid in 2019 as a growing creative. And we are at mistake number 8. And this is the meat of it all. If you avoid this mistake, then everything else I've talked about will be much easier to overcome. Imagine this. You wake up, you stare at your clock, it's 7 a.m. You then go through your normal morning routine, and while you sip a coffee, which I'm obsessed with vanilla lattes by the way, you turn on your laptop to see you've made another 30 sales. And how awesome does that sound? You made money while you were sleeping. So making an income while you sleep is a dream. Unfortunately for me, and maybe for you listening, this is where the dream stops. Instead, the reality is you wake up frazzled, you rush to work and perform the same tasks over and over again, nothing new. So why don't we achieve our goals? Why do we fail to take action? I ended last week's episode by stating there's a vast difference between people who think about what life could be and people who do things to make their ideal life a reality. People who just think are stuck in the same situation. People who take action are the ones making a real difference. They're the ones who will be successful and in their minds are already successful. Most people, especially myself for a period of time, find getting started as the barrier to reaching our goals. It's good to have goals, better to talk about them, but the doing is the most important part. Showing what you have done instead of saying what you would do speaks volumes. And this evidence of action applies to general areas of our lives. For example, at a job interview, creatives are required to show their portfolio with examples of what they have done. In a relationship, being the person to take the lead, to take action to reach your goals as a couple certainly earns you bonus points and rewards. That's why I've learned to talk about the goal once I've achieved it. The mistake is to talk about goals without the do. You're not going to be the best creative right now, but any small steps you take is helping you build towards the person you eventually become. The whole idea of just doing things is to get used to creating, building and working so that you gather experience points. It's like a game. Those of you who have played any Pokemon game knows the grind of leveling up your Pokemon team by running around in a patch of grass to fight a wild Pokemon, all for beating the next gym leader and earning that badge. This grind really has to start within yourself and for yourself. What will you do to take necessary steps to reach your goal? Will you set aside time for those goals? And will you be committed to a schedule? And no doubt there will be days where you don't feel like creating. We're all going to reach that point, but you have to find a way to push through that mental resistance. And hell yeah, the idea of watching that new series on Netflix is tempting, but that thing you said you would do last week hasn't been done. I'm not where I want to be in terms of success as of recording these episodes, but hopefully by sharing my experiences, you can start to take action and reach your goals instead of just talking about them. No longer should you be thinking about your goals. Just start. Take action today and just do it. Do it. Seeing results will be addictive and will compel you to set even bigger goals. I said earlier, the difference between the thinkers and the successful people are the ones who take action. By the way, I'm not dismissing thinkers. You of course need to think about a plan of action. I'm just talking to the people who think about what they want to do and what they say they will do with little to no action. So how you will spend your time going forward is crucial. If you want to have that sort of lifestyle I described in the beginning, then taking action is the only method for you right now. And there's no such thing as an overnight success. And it only makes sense to leave you with actionable steps you can take right now, because this is the creative time chamber after all. So here's what's up. Don't wait until you have the perfect circumstances to begin taking action. Plenty of people say they need this thing to be in place, or they need to acquire a new tool, or they don't have time, but these are just excuses. There is no perfect beginning, so just start. And here's another step: practice. And then the next step: practice. And or practice. Being a better creative, achieving creative confidence can only happen through deliberately setting time to improve your skills. And finally, actually do the work. Remember the do. Action beats intent. There's no other way around it. I could have talked about creating the creative time chamber, or I could be recording actual episodes. So remember, action will always beat intent. That is the end of this episode of the Creative Time Chamber. I'm always curious, what was useful for you from today's episode? Let me know your thoughts and drop them in the comment section below, and I shall check it out. Awesome. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. This is the Creative Time Chamber, where you enter shy and leave a more confident creative. Alright, take it easy.